Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Medical Qigong practice this morning. My name is Mary Frances. I am one of Henry Junwali's Medical Qigong students. If you're new, welcome. So glad that you get to hang out with us for this half hour or 45 minutes or so. Quick things, go ahead and keep your monitors off, meaning you can see me, but sadly I can't see you for recording reasons. And there will be plenty of time for questions after the session. So we've got our first 30 minutes, which is our regular practice. And then if you want to stick around, we've got 15 more minutes for our lung, large intestine fall exercise series. So let's go ahead and start warming up. I'm going to try to mirror you. We're opening up to the left, allowing the feet to be parallel so that the channels are open evenly in front of the body and back of the body. We're going to be breathing in and out through the nose as the tip of the tongue is connecting with the roof of the mouth. And today for our warm-ups, we're going to be doing a tapping exercise with the right hand. We're going to be tapping in the lower dantian first. That's 3 to 4 finger breaths beneath the belly button. We're tapping firmly enough to feel a bit of vibration, but not so firmly that we're moving into discomfort or pain. That's true for all of our exercises. We never want to move into pain. We want to work with our bodies, not against them. Coming up in front of the body. We're allowing the mind's eye to travel with the tapping so that we can open up the channels, relax the tissues and sinews, creating greater chi and blood flow. Wiping out anything you don't need or want, returning it to the earth so that the earth can use it for its nourishment. Switching sides. Allowing the mind to relax into breath. Into the exercise. It starts traveling to go work on other things or play with other things. Just gently bring it back. Let it know that it can go off later. Now is its chance to rest. Widening the stance with the left leg. I'm going to reposition myself. You will see me doing that, but primarily you're just moving the left side of the body, tapping the inner thigh and then up at the hip. We're opening up the channels now in the lower half of the body. Coming down the inner aspect, the medial aspect of the legs towards just above the ankle. Then to the lateral aspect of the legs, the outside of the legs, traveling back on up towards the hips and the glutes. Once you get to the glutes, sliding that left foot a little closer to the right, maintaining hip width, shoulder width distance. And coming up to just underneath the rib cage, waking up the tissues in the low back. Placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine, bringing a little warmth to the low back. And then resting the palms at the low back, closing the eyes. Inhaling, guiding the breath in the chi to the low back, allowing it to fill up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling, guiding the breath in the chi to the palms at the low back, filling the kidneys up with energy. Exhaling, allowing that energy to flow freely to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Once again, allowing the mind to relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the chi to flow freely to wherever it's needed. And when you're ready, gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides. And bring that left foot back to the right. Okay, so quick notes. First, never ever move into pain, right? So if you feel like you need to modify an exercise, please feel free to do so. These are your exercises. Second, if you're new to these exercises, please understand you don't have to learn them all today. You'll learn them gradually. And once again, I'll be taking questions afterwards. And then next, technical, if you could keep your mute button on and the screen off, that would be helpful for us for the recording purposes. So I'm sorry I'm mentioning technical stuff. It's not as much fun as the Qigong stuff. So let's go back to the Qigong stuff. All right, so we are going to work on the Golden 8 today. Our first exercise is the lung and large intestine exercise. It's called Reach for Happiness. We're opening up. I'm trying to mirror you. We're inhaling. And exhaling. In and out. Inhaling. And exhaling. In and out. Continuing on, you're going at your own pace now, using your breath to guide the movements. Moving a little faster or a little slower as works best for you. Getting ready to close. And closing. Next, we've got our archer exercise. It's for the heart and small intestine. Opening. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Continuing on at your own pace. Ready to close. Closing. Something came up on the chat, so I'm going to check it out real quick. Okay. And we are going to work on the spleen stomach exercise between heaven and earth. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. About one more. And closing. Our pericardium Sanjiao exercise. Turn and look back. Inhaling. Exhaling, palms flat against the earth. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Getting ready to close. Closing. Liver and gallbladder, twist and release. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Getting ready to close. And closing. Our kidney urinary bladder exercise, bend for health. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. Out. Inhaling back to the start. Getting ready to close. Closing our Ren channel exercise, the energy punch. Inhaling. Exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. About 2 more on each side. In closing, our do channel exercise in 2 parts. Inhaling as we elevate, exhaling, coming back to the earth. Transitioning, so we're inhaling as the arms come up, exhaling as they come down. And then letting the body come back to the center. Oh, I'm sorry, someone's unhappy outside. Closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Keeping the feet together so that we can contain and save all this wonderful energy that you've been cultivating, bringing the palms together. We do our facial rejuvenation. 9 is our happy number today, so we're washing the face 9 times. Wiping the brow and under the eye 9 times. Up and down the entirety of the nose. Circling inward, outward 9 times each. Imagine just underneath the pupil at the cheekbone. And then dredging the channels of the scalp using all of your fingertips all the way from the front of the hairline to the back of the hairline, anterior to posterior. Beating the drum. Grasping the ears. And then popping the cork. Uniting the Ren channel and the Do channel. One fingertips on the philtrum, the other on the mandibular crease, inward and outward. And massaging the jaw. Our number changes to 12, 12 times total or 6 times each side. Continuing on down the breastbone, 12 times total or 6 times each side. Placing the palms at the lower dantian. We're going to do a simple closing here. So resting the palms at our lower dantian, we're simply closing the eyes. Inhaling as we gather all that wonderful qi that you've been cultivating into the lower dantian. Exhaling, allowing that qi to settle and store so that it may be used throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the qi to the lower dantian, filling it up. Exhaling, allowing the qi to settle and store. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Letting the mind relax into the breath. Allowing the breath to relax the body. And allowing the qi to settle and store into the lower dantian. Thank you so much, everyone. If you want to stick around, we're going to be doing our fall exercises. They're wonderful to help us harmonize with our surroundings, with our environment, and get us ready for fall. And if you like, this is also a great time to take a little sip of a little something. By that I mean water or tea. It could be construed in different ways, but I'm talking about water or tea. And then I like to sit on a little elevation because it helps my knees. My knees don't love the sitting straight on the floor. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you want to check your mute buttons maybe one more time, just to see, maybe, to make sure that the little red lines through it. Right, so we're going to take our thumbs, placing them in the palms, wrapping the forefingers in, making baby fists, and we're going to allow the baby fist to rest on the thighs. Settling into the space, letting that tailbone drop to create some space in the lumbar spine. The very top of the head is reaching up into the sky, also creating some space in the cervical spine. The tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. Closing the eyes. Preparation for the fall exercises. We're breathing in and out through the nose at least 3 times. Then when you're ready, after your last exhalation, I'm going to open the eyes. Inhaling as we place the palms flat against the earth with fingertips pointing towards one another. Inhale, exhaling as we curl towards the earth. Inhaling, unfurl back, sitting up, the shoulders raised, looking back behind us. Exhaling as we hold the position. Inhaling. Exhaling. In. And exhaling as we curl back forward towards the earth. We're repeating this cycle 2 more times. Once you've completed those 3 cycles, you're going to come back to your seated posture, this time with the palms one on top of the other, the thumbs connecting. Traditionally, men place their left hand on top, right hand on the bottom. I'm not mirroring you at the moment. And women traditionally place their right hand on top, left hand on top. And from now on, we're going to try and save any saliva that's generated in the mouth. We're going to press the teeth together. Also, traditionally, men press their teeth together 36 times, women 24. We're now circling around in the mouth, clockwise first, then counterclockwise 9 times with the tongue. With the teeth lightly pressed together, we're going to swish any saliva generated in the mouth 36 times, and then swallow that saliva in thirds, making sure to allow the saliva, the third, to come down to the lower dantian, settle and store before then swallowing again. Once you've completed your thirds, go ahead and close the eyes, allowing the mind's eye, the mind intent to travel to the lower dantian. Allowing the chi to settle and store within the lower dantian so that it may be used freely throughout the rest of your day. Thank you, Qigong family. It's so much fun to practice with you all. I'm sorry about the liveliness outside my apartment this morning.